Hey Marcia, I've been up since 1:30 or so, so please forgive me for answering these questions in a video, but I can't type coherently right now. Um, when I began building this game back in 2011, I worked with kids who were hardcore gamers. I was just getting started with modern games, and they were adamant that there had been games that XP could be used as a currency. And they were adamant that that's a terrible mechanic. So, right now, the recommended method, you can do whatever you want, but XP should only be used for leveling. That's how you move from level 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. Okay, so that's what XP is for. Gold is used for buying things. And it is the currency that's the coin in your wallet or purse. And then health is the classroom management tool. When you have more than 100, you get bonus loot. When you have less than 100, you get less loot. So those are the three currencies and the three ways they work. XP for leveling, gold for buying things, and health for classroom management. It's more complicated than that, but you get it. And as far as defaults go, man, I tried to set up defaults. The more I study games, it takes a whole team in order to calculate what's the best risk reward policy. How much loot should a player get in order to encourage them to continue on and not have glut and have so much loot they don't have to work? This is really a balancing act, and it's very hard to do. And after all these years, I still don't have it. This year, okay, here's an example quest. There's 7 videos in here. It walks them through some simple skills. And it's worth 55 experience and 10 gold. Okay, that may not seem like a lot, but I'm finding players with excess gold. And in my account, the admin account where I'm doing things, and I'm not claiming the early bird or anything, I'm up to 151 health, and other kids are there as well, if not beyond this. So let's jump into how this works. So just encountering the quest, oh gosh, what am I on? Stages. Here we go. The research is pretty clear that if something happens just by encountering the quest, it encourages players to keep on. The idea that there's some form of feedback. This is part of good gaming mechanics. So I give a little bit of XP. It's not much. It doesn't matter. They see it. It accrues. Their health bar or their XP bar moves, their leveling bar, and they're happy. Then, after doing this little requisite, they get a second 5 XP for clicking through. Again, this encourages that type of engagement. Now, here is where the work happens, at least in this 2-stage quest. This is where all my videos are, and they work through it. So they get, 10 gold and 45 XP. Doesn't seem like a lot, but I'm telling you, it adds up. I have already close to 150 quests, and it's growing rapidly. I will have somewhere between 500 and 700 probably by the end of the year. Now, as far as the completion and rewards and the drop rate, drop rates in games for the high-level items are down in the 0.01, 0.02 range. They're very rare, very hard to get. I don't have anything that spectacular here, but I'm starting to work in kind of a 3-tier method, and because I didn't build this in from the start, these things are out of order, and I can't click and drag them. I can click and drag them. Oh my goodness, I didn't know that. So the 89% drop rate, I want that at the top. Okay, so you get, Mick calls it picking up a penny or something like that, that you get 1 gold. Big deal. But with the health modifier, that's 1.5 gold. it adds up, and it adds up quick. So you get something back 89% of the time. Then 10% of the time you can get 10 gold. And then 1% of the time you get 1 health. Now, this is an example. This is not the gold standard. This is a rudimentary, crude, I'm trying to figure this out just like everybody else is kind of method. I don't have this wired. No single person is going to get this wired. It really takes some serious skill, or at least it's beyond my abilities at this point. And I play World of Warcraft, studying those mechanics, trying to figure out how to do this. You know what my game's missing? It's missing story. But we have so many quests, there's so much to do. And the story, I fill it in the classroom, you know, in what we're trying to do, what we're trying to achieve. And because we're building this thing, that's a little extra cred. And because you're one of the alpha testers, one of our early adopters, you can go ahead and claim that. That's okay. That you let them know that you're pioneering this for other teachers. And that gives the kids some buy-in. And that's, I believe, enough of the game story to make this work. Yeah. If you've got a map in an imaginary world and you've got a reason for every single little thing, you know, bless you. And I just envy you to have that time. I spend all my time recording videos and digging up ways to help kids. So that, in a disjointed video, is the answer to your questions. I hope that helps, and I'm sorry if this was just a rambling noise. Have fun, and let all of us know if you come up with cool ways to use this stuff.